I know it is not New Year's Eve or day, but he is ringing in the new year on the basketball court, and this was the soonest that it could be done. He gets an A for effort. Number 4, Douglas at number 5, Glenrock. First quarter, Douglas wearing the blue. This is Jonah Richards. He is arguably one of their main scoring threats, and here he will put on a move to show why that is, and the foul. No good on the extra try, but he has his team on the board first, up 2-0. Early on, it looked like the Bearcats were having success on one side of the hoop. Tanner Gamble will try a similar approach, and he will get the drop to add on. That would move the score up to 4-1. The visitors were on the move early, and they were not giving their county rivals a chance to set up on defense. Scott Schuler will take the assist and come in through the back door. Everything was clicking so far with the scoreboard reading 6-1. It took Glenrock a few minutes to get going, but they eventually did. Striker Davies was trying to draw a foul, and when that did not work, he would resort to plan B, and it worked just as well. His squad is still being doubled up on the scoreboard, though, down 6-3. This was a game where everyone was wondering what 2.5 weeks off would do to them. Richards kept on practicing. He scored 11 points in this game and just put the boys in blue ahead 8-3. Now here was one of Douglas's weaknesses in this game. They missed a lot of up-close baskets, but sometimes they had a backup plan. In this case, it was Eric Jammerman. He would sink the 3-ball in the side pocket and move the score up to 11-3. The Herders had to step up on defense and use it to create opportunities on offense. Tyler Olson was in the right place at the right time on this play and scores on the run. He's been practicing too. The deficit has been cut to 2. It's an 11-9 score right now. The Bearcats decided to reverse their strategy. This time they would attack the other side of the hoop, and Zane Bull would lead the charge on this play for the points. That opened up a little breathing room, and his squad was ahead 13-9 after the first 8 minutes. Second quarter, the home team would make their move. Again, they cannot get the foul, so Jonathan Finch had to improvise. A reverse lay-in would get the job done. It was his only 2 points, but it helped. They are down 1. It's 13-12. The opposition was not about ready to give up the lead. The lane is closed, so Jammerman was called in to get them out of a jam. 5 threes in the game, 15 points total. The visitors currently hold a 16-13 advantage. Glenrock would try a new approach with some speed. Davies with a routine catch, turn around and shoot. Before you knew it, the lead would change hands. Now his team is winning 17-16. The boys in blue had somewhat of a height disadvantage in this game, but they were getting around it and sometimes over it. Ty Larson will illustrate to help regain control of this game. Douglas is up 18-17. Offensively, we have not yet seen the big man for the Herders. That would be Jordan Millay, 6'6", and the defender did not get in position in time. The result was a huge mismatch and someone got ran over. The senior scored 10, but that was his only field goal. The 3-point play would swing the pendulum back in his team's favor, ahead 20-18. Speed is really good on a fast break opportunity, and the home team took advantage of them. Olsen eludes a defender and scores. He chipped in with 13, and guess who has the momentum now? It's 23-18. Time is winding down on the half, but there was plenty remaining to get one more in. Olsen on the run and hits nothing but net about 2 seconds ahead of the buzzer. The Rock was rocking and rolling, up 25-20 going into the locker room. Third quarter, Douglas needed to get things back under their control. Schuler will pop and hit from the free throw line. That was good for 2, and they are within striking distance, down 25-22. But last year's state runner-ups would strike back. We have not seen Dylan Farley yet. Just 4 points for the sophomore, but there was 3 of them, and they were big, as the lead would increase to 8. It's now a 30-22 ball game. The Bearcats had to fight fire with fire. Jammerman draws the defense to him, then kicks the ball out to a wide-open Gamble, and the odds for 3 were in their favor. His squad is right back in this one, down 30-27. However, the ball was bouncing in Glenrock's favor at times. Davies fights for the rebound. He was in a tough spot, but manages to score 2 of his 10 and give his team a 34-27 advantage going into the final 8 minutes. Fourth quarter, the boys in blue needed some shots to start dropping soon, or else they were going to be in big trouble. Jammerman from college range, they needed that one, although they still trail 34-30. The Herders still had a player that was waiting to break out. Nick Harnden, sweet drive, equally good finish, 14 points total, 9 of them in the fourth. He would push the lead back up to 6. The scoreboard reads 36-30. There was more to come from the senior. He was just getting started. Better late than never, and the defense realized too late on what he was up to. Home team moves up by a score of 39-30. The visitors were not used to being in this position, and they need some points. Time is becoming the enemy. Richards gets something to drop. That helped, but they need more because they are at a 39-32 disadvantage. Douglas was trying to tighten up their defense, but Glenrock found some cracks in the armor and made it look easy. Harnden breezes by one defender, drives the baseline, gets the lay-in. It's 43-34 at this point, and it's looking promising. The Herders were out to prove that last year's surprise finish was no fluke. Davies would be patient underneath the hoop, and he would be rewarded with 2, and his team would be rewarded with a good win coming out of the break, 52-45.